Hey guys, welcome to the Cobra's Den. And today we're going to talk about a bit of gold and why I just bought myself some more. So even a month ago, gold was at a reasonable price of 1550, 1560. It was reasonably good, and then it plummeted, absolutely dropped. And while it dropped, that's when I made a move. So earlier this week, or even by Friday of last week, it had dropped down to 1494, which is really good. And I always say to myself, if it drops under 1500, it's time to buy. Now, I could have waited and sort of thought, well, maybe it will take a bit more time, it will go down a bit more, and I'll grab it then. But if I feel it goes under 1500, that's the time to grab it. And then if it goes lower, grab some more, if you can afford to, obviously. So I went to Atkinson's and grabbed a couple of bits. So let's have a look at what I got. So the old Britannia. I got myself the new 2024 Britannia. King Charles on the back. But I didn't just get one. I managed to pick up 2 ounces. So that's 2 ounces of gold over there. And I also picked up a 10th Britannia. And I've got a few down the bottom here. 1, 2, couple of Britannias there. So the thing is, if you look back at my videos a few months ago, probably 4 or 5 months ago, I was going on with the same rhetoric that don't really like fractional gold. The premiums are too high and all that sort of stuff. But the thing is, guys, it depends on what money you've got. So it's all well and good me saying, yep, you've got to buy it as ounces because that's the way you get it at the cheapest price. And this is the same rhetoric that we hear all the time on YouTube and all that lot. Look, it's a load of rubbish. If you can afford to buy a 20th, then buy a 20th. If you can afford a 10th, buy a 10th, a quarter, a half, or an ounce, whatever is in your budget. Now, the thing is, I've talked about silver and gold and the comparisons, and I know some of you out there think, yep, silver's great and all the rest. And it is in some ways if it's semi-numismatic or numismatic. But gold holds a lot more stability than silver. We've seen silver over 10, 20 years start at one rate and go through 20 years. And even though it went up in that 20 years, end up at the same rate. Whereas if you look at gold, it has a consistent, steady rise. There are ups and downs within that rise, but it is a consistent, steady rise. And that is why I prefer gold to silver. But what happened after the weekend? So I ordered these on the Friday. Obviously, it takes a couple of days to come. But when you order them, the price is fixed at what it was. So I managed to get these, I believe, off the top of my head, 1540 with their premiums and everything else. And what happened after the weekend? Well, we had the war break out between Israel and Palestine. Now, the price of gold was seen going up. And there are many factors, so I'm not going to attribute it all to the war, but that definitely has an effect. And what you have to remember is that when war hits and places like America get involved, it means they can turn on their printing presses again and start printing loads of money. They have to print money for war. Well, once you start printing that money, you're devaluing the pound again, the dollar again. And when you devalue the dollar, gold goes up. And so what I expect to see now, they're trying to stabilize things with claiming that they're going to increase interest rates over the next, between now and the end of the year by one more time. I don't think that will happen. But they're trying to stabilize the markets on one hand, and the war has caused it to become unstable again. Therefore, I expect to see gold steadily rising now. Not a massive fast rate because there are countering factors going on, but definitely start rising. So again, it was a perfect time for me to buy the 2 ounces there. And as I say, this little one, I can't even remember what it cost me, 155 maybe. So it's in your budget. If you're getting silver, then you can get gold, but a smaller amount. So yeah, there you go. That's my pickups and my reasoning behind it. And remember again, if it drops below 1500, if you can afford to do it, buy gold. To me, that's definitely a more stable and secure way to keep your wealth, and it has a chance of going up over time. Now, people will talk about what type of gold you buy. Well, yes, Britannias are very good for our country in England. It's our national coin. We don't have the problems that we have with silver in the way of milk spotting, so you can wipe that out. CGT is another factor, though I wouldn't concentrate all my efforts on CGT because it's only if you're selling and you're making a profit of more than 6,000 a year that you will be, hit with CGT. But all of these coins up the top, which are the Queen's Beasts with the completer there, all the Tudor Beasts, the Britannias, the Cipher coin, all of these are capital gains tax exempt. And then the other one, which is very, very fluid, is obviously the sovereigns, which you have one over there, a couple over here at the front. So they're the very fluid ones. And then there's a semi-numismatic value to certain bits of gold, as there is with silver. And again, when you look at something like the dragons, you know over time they're going to command their premium and they're going to hold their premium, which some other coins do not do. So it's a bit of a mix. I've got a few of these other just to have a world coins. We've got the buffalo there. That's African wildlife. It's another series totally. Kangaroo from Australia and maple. My advice, well, no, not my advice, because I'm not going to give you any advice, but my thoughts and my beliefs are mainly British coins. If you want a collection with semi-numismatic powers, shall we say, go for the Tudor Beasts at the moment. If you want basic, go for Britannias. Sovereigns are always fully liquid. Fractional gold is great, so you don't have the expense of 15, 16, 1700 pounds on an ounce. But there are many ways. And if you get the chance and the price comes down, grab it. I guarantee you it will go back up. I wouldn't fear it. And if once a month you can buy yourself a 10th or a 20th, I mean, a 20th will cost you 90 quid. And I know times are hard at the moment. Everyone's feeling it. It's getting really silly out there. And unfortunately, I do feel 2024 will get worse financially for everyone. But this is why we do this type of thing, to build something for our future, or build something for bad times. So there's my thoughts on it. A couple of ounces that I grabbed, and the reasons I grabbed them and the price I got them at. Guys, for me, it's gold over silver. Silver I buy and I enjoy and I love it. I really do. But more the semi-numismatic silver rather than the basic stuff. That's not for me. You look at a Britannia, which is silver, and you pay 28 to 33 pound when they first come out, and then you see it, 3-4 weeks later for 23 quid. Where's the value in that? You're definitely losing it. And obviously, when the spot price even goes up to 21, 22, and you think, yeah, it's gone up, what are you gonna pick up a Brit for? 26, 27? Remember, you paid 28 to 33 when they first came out. What's the point? If you're going to collect silver or stack silver, whatever way you want to look at it, we look at things like the kookaburras, the swans, the dragon bars. They have a semi-numismatic value. They hold their premiums. In fact, kookaburras, you would have picked them up at the time for 30, 32. Now, if you find a kookaburra, the previous years, you're paying 45 to 50 plus. So they go up because there is a value for collectors to it. Anyway, this one was more about gold. It wasn't about silver. And don't forget, the next auction is on Friday, the 3rd of November. And to participate in it and to bid in it, you have to become a member of the channel, which will give you a whole heap of benefits. So please do that. And also, don't forget, the Stack Collector has his 24-hour live on the 21st, Saturday the 21st of October, which is in, about 8 days' time now. 24-hour live for charity, and I will be holding an hour and a half auction in there. So a couple of shouts to creators or anyone really, if you want to donate a piece for the auction for the charity do, then please send it to my PO box. And if you want to help the Stack Collector get through that 24 hours, any of you creators, please give him a shout now, link up with him and work out exactly what you're going to do and how long it's going to take. It's really important that we give him that support so he can run a really successful 24-hour stint charity do live on his channel on the 21st, Saturday the 21st of October. Don't forget guys, if you want to send in anything for the auction for the charity, then please get it in the post to me ASAP to my PO box, which will be in the description. Guys, crack on with the gold. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, share and subscribe. And this is the Cobra Stacker signing out from the Cobra's Den.